Well, howdy, folks. Today we're at Sedona Community Cemetery here in Sedona, Arizona. What a beautiful backdrop. Feels like a nice place to be buried. It's just gorgeous out here. Anyhow, we're here to see a character actor that you guys probably don't know his name, but you've seen him in tons of shows over the years. Some of your favorite shows, some of my favorite shows. So let's go find him. I'll reveal who he is once we find his plot. But he was in a lot of famous shows. It's one of those guys, when you see him, you're like, I've seen that guy in, 50 different TV shows, and never really knew who he was. Well, let's go put a name to a face and talk about some of those shows here at Sedona Community Cemetery. So the actor we are looking for here is an actor known by the name of James Gregory. And you may wonder, Max, who the hell is James Gregory? Well, on my channel, I don't do a lot of famous graves. I do more people you would know if you saw them, but you don't really know who they are, type actors. And, bit actors, guys that played bit parts in different TV shows over the years. And this guy was in some of my very favorite shows. Just absolutely iconic shows that everybody watched. He was in over 100 different TV shows, so it's one of those guys, when you see him, you're just like, man, I know that guy. I've seen that guy in this or that. And I like watching old westerns, old sitcoms, old variety shows, things like Alfred Hitchcock, Twilight Zone. Some of those are my favorite shows, and we'll get into some of the shows that this man was in. Gotta really watch where you're stepping out here, because there's lots of cactus and stuff, and probably rattlesnakes. But it's beautiful. It smells great out here. You can smell the cedars and the pines. So James is in a lot of TV shows over the years. I mean, a lot. Looks like over 100. His first appearance was in 1948 in a show called The Naked City. So it's very windy out here in Sedona this week. I'm trying to catch little breaks in the wind for you guys. It's kind of an interesting plot here. They put the turf grass down, so it's nice and green compared to the desert surroundings around it. I haven't seen this before, I don't think, where there's a headstone, but neither of the spouses have passed yet. I've seen that before. So James was in a lot of historic television TV shows from the past, including Alfred Hitchcock, The Twilight Zone, and like these Alfred Hitchcock and Twilight Zone stuff, he was in 6 or 7 episodes of each as different characters. As you know, they kind of rotated characters around. The Untouchables, The Virginian, Bonanza, Gunsmoke, The Wild Wild West, which was one of my favorites back in the day, watching those reruns. Big Valley, Hogan's Heroes, The Fugitive, Star Trek, My Three Sons, Hawaii Five-0, Columbo, Mission Impossible, MASH, All in the Family, The Partridge Family, Emergency, which was another one of my favorites growing up, Barney Miller, Sanford and Son, another one of my all-time favorite shows, probably my all-time favorite TV show. His final appearance was in Mr. Belvedere in 1986 as Mr. Sparks. That was his last time on screen. And he was also in World War II. He was in the U.S. Navy, as it says right here on his marker. But you know, one of those guys that was in just tons of stuff. And when you watch, like I watch all the time, I'll watch like old reruns of Alfred Hitchcock or you know, the Twilight Zone. I love watching those old shows. And you'll see these guys or ladies, you know, actresses that are in just tons of stuff. And you're like, I wonder who that guy is, man. He's in everything from this time period, from the 50s or 60s or 70s or whatever. And a lot of these guys were just character actors that played in tons of shows you watched, and you see them, you know who they are. You've seen them in tons of stuff. You just don't really know who they are. And yeah, this is one of those guys. So in today's television world, without the all the variety shows or these, you know, shows that were like the Alfred Hitchcock Presents or the Twilight Zone and all, you don't see as many of these character actors. Most TV shows nowadays center around 4 or 5 actors with a few bit actors that come in here and there, but you just don't see them, those same bit actors playing in several different TV shows. So yeah, you won't see a lot of famous graves on my channel. I don't do a lot of cemetery stuff unless it's something epic like this. You know, this setting is just amazing and gorgeous. But yeah, what a place to be buried. Anyhow, I do like finding those bit actors. I did one on Alice Ghostly a while back. She was in a lot of TV shows back in the day. And it's just kind of a well, speaking of death and all, a dying art. You don't see as many character actors as you used to, just because the way television has evolved over the years. It's just something that's not as common. But guys can make a living just playing, you know, a sergeant in one episode of Twilight Zone, alien in another, and you know, a cowboy in another one. Got some old graves out here, people that lived a long time. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. And we will see you guys down the road. You're watching Mac's Adventures, and make sure you subscribe below. We try to build this channel up, and that way if we get more people watching, we can do more videos like these. Alright, see you folks.